How I built my online store with $1 for my 6-figure KDP coloring book business is exactly what we're going to be talking about on today. So if you've been wanting to create your own online store, then stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how, and I'm even going to throw in some tips using AI. Anyone can do this, whether you're starting a store to ship books directly or just setting up your store to collect customers' emails. This website is for you. So if you watch this channel, you probably heard me mention that a while back, my Amazon KDP account got terminated. But that prompted me to sell my books on my own store and not just on Amazon alone. They can terminate your account for any reason, even if something unintentional is done. So now I encourage all my students or anyone who comes to me for mentorship to use both because you have more control when selling on your own store and you get to keep the bulk of the bag. When I published my first coloring book, I only used my online store to collect email addresses. So when I was just beginning, I directed all my traffic back to my Amazon store. And that's why I started this website for just $1. And I still use this same website today. But now I also ship my own books directly to my customers, and I do this using Shopify. If you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe so that I know to keep putting out more content like this. Now let's get into it. So I added the link in this video description for you to sign up, and so you would just go ahead and put in your email address to get started, and then click on start free trial. You'll be able to sign up for free, and then you'll get your next 3 months for just $1. Then it's going to bring you to this page where you can go ahead and just select the prompt that best suits you. So it gives you two options: I'm just starting, or I'm already selling online or in person. So you can put I'm just starting, and then click next and go ahead and fill out the rest. I'm going to go ahead and click skip all. Then you'll go ahead and select your region and hit next, and then it will start building your store. So just patiently wait while it's getting everything together. All right, so once you're inside, this is going to be your back end where you'll be setting everything up. And so one of the reasons I really love Shopify is because you can add apps to your store. They have like email marketing apps, you can do review apps, and then you can even click where it says Shopify App Store, and you can just start typing in anything that you're interested in. You'll be able to add those apps here. For example, if you wanted to add printable coloring pages or digital downloads like I have them here, where someone could go in and get individual sheets of your coloring book, then the app that you would want to download for that is called digital download. So you can just start typing it in, and then you can see this app here, and then you see the digital download app, and then you would just click install, and you would be able to plug that into your store. And so basically the way this app would work is once it's installed and you upload your digital download that you would want a customer to purchase, this app will automatically send that to them so that you don't have to do anything manual after you do it one time. Okay, but the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is add a product. So once you're just starting, you'll see add a product button here, or you can actually come here to the products tab and you'll be able to add a product here as well. So once we click on add a product, this is going to bring us to the section that you're going to need to complete for your product. And as you can see on the home tab, it actually gives you a step-by-step guide of all the things that you need to complete, and as you complete them, they'll check off your box. All right, so like I said, the first thing we're going to do is add a product. And let's say we want to add our first coloring book, and let's say we wanted to do 24 Shades of Business for the coloring book. Now, for the description, you can actually use Amazon to get inspiration for your descriptions. But one other thing that you can do is where this drop down is, this is where you can use AI and you can just start typing in features or keywords about your book. So let's say I wanted to say, this is an adult coloring book featuring beautiful boss women. And then you could come here and select the type of tone you want. So I'm going to click persuasive and then generate and see what description it gives me. And then it says, unleash your creativity and relax with 24 Shades of Business, an adult coloring book featuring stunning illustrations of boss women. Explore the benefits of coloring as a form of stress relief and self-care while celebrating the beauty and power of women in business. Perfect for any boss lady seeking a moment of inspiration. So if you like that one, then you can go ahead and press keep. or you can generate it again. We're gonna go ahead and press keep. Perfect. If you wanted to bold the title, you can do that here. You can also italicize, underline, and change the colors. You can also change the paragraph heading. So if you wanted to make it big, you could just play around with what you think works best for you. Then this is where you're gonna add your media. So this is where you'll have like your coloring book cover. Okay, so I always do the front cover and then the back cover of my book. So you would just go ahead and upload your book cover here, or whatever cover you want to have there. And I'm gonna select category book covers. And then next you would go ahead and enter in your pricing information. Now I usually leave my prices the same price it is on Amazon, but you can change your price to whatever you want to. That is the benefit of having your own website. So maybe with your website, you want to have your website as backup in case anything goes wrong, but maybe you don't really want to have to use your website because you don't want to be shipping orders all the time. So you want to kind of encourage people maybe to buy from Amazon more, right? So then maybe if your book is $9.95 on Amazon, maybe you want to make your book $10.99 on your website, so that if somebody comes to your website and they see, oh, this book is $10.99 here, but I seen it on Amazon for like $1 cheaper, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with Amazon. So you know you're encouraging them to purchase through Amazon if you raise the price a little bit. For me, like I said, I usually keep it around the same price as Amazon, so I'm gonna set it at $9.99. You want to track your quantity because you're gonna be shipping these books, okay? So you don't want to run out of stock and then somebody places an order and then you don't have any books to ship to them, and then they gotta wait like 2-3 weeks before they can get their book. You don't want that to happen. So you want to just make sure you have the correct amount of books in stock, okay? So track quantity, and then this is a physical product, and then you will put the weight of the book here. Now, when I'm weighing my product, I actually use a shipping scale similar to this. I think this is the one. I'll link it in the description for you. But yeah, I use a shipping scale so that I'll know my weight, and then I'll go ahead and enter that there. And then you can update this part for SEO purposes. Then once you have everything filled out, you would just click on save, and then let's preview it and see. All right, so that's an example of what this would look like, as well as the description. Right now it's saying sold out because I didn't actually change the product amount, but let me just show you how to change that so you'll know. Under track quantity, you would just click on available and then put how many books you have in stock. So let's say you ordered 5 from your KDP backend to have in stock. Then you would just click on save, and then once you preview, now you'll see the add to cart and the buy now button for the book. So we have that done, so it's checked off. Next, we're going to customize our online store. So we would go to this online store tab here, and then this is going to bring up themes. For my Entrepreneur's Color 2 store, I use the Dawn theme, but you can see all of the popular free themes down here, and you could just explore by visiting the theme store to see what types of themes you may be interested in. They do have a books section, and then here you can click on free versus paid because all of them are not free. So let's click on free, and then this would give you some examples of some of the themes that you may want to include in your store. But we're just gonna be keeping it simple, so we're gonna work with the Dawn theme. We can just go ahead and click on customize to start going through each of the sections. Now I'm just gonna give a brief overview of the sections just so you'll know how to do it. But basically, each section on the right, as you if you tap on it, it's gonna bring you to that section so you can start customizing it. So for this, I usually gain inspiration from Google or other authors to kind of set my store up. And then so if I click this tab, this is where you have the announcement bar. It says welcome to our store currently. So you can actually put your store name here or anything you want it to say. Coloring books celebrating you. And then you can even paste a link here if you want it to go directly to a product or anything like that. Next, this is where you can put your image banner. So this is what I currently have for my image banner and the way I created this. I went to Canva, clicked on create a design, and then I did a custom size. I think I did 2240 by 1260 for the pixels, and then click on create a design, and then that gave me my image banner size. But another thing you can do when you get to Canva is you can type in website banner, and then this will give you some templates that you can use for inspiration. So it's really helpful. And if you see one that you like, you would just click on it and you will be able to just customize that template and put your information inside of it. Then you can download that. I usually download it as a JPEG or a PNG file. You can select your image, and voila. Now, if you see some text over it that you don't altogether like, or you feel like it's kind of in the way, you can either delete it, move it to a new position, you know, or play around with it to get it like you like. And then this is where you can add your shop all button. So literally all you do is tap on each thing that you want to change. That's all you do. And then it'll pop up over here and you just go ahead and add what you want. Like if you wanted to put shop now instead of shop all, then you can change that there, and then it will link to all products. But if you wanted to change it, enter in any of these pages to have it linked to wherever you want it to go. When I first opened my Shopify store, I was just really doing it as a coming soon page and a way to collect emails. I wasn't actively selling from the page. So one of the things that I had on my website when I did shop now, I actually deleted this and I linked it to my Amazon store. So for example, I went and I got my Amazon author link, and then I pasted that link in here, and then I clicked on it to save it, and then when I clicked, it brought it straight to my Amazon store. So I was sending all the traffic back to my Amazon store because I didn't really want to have to ship nothing. But then after my account got suspended, I was like, oh no, I'm about to open my shop right on up and I'm gonna sell from both locations. So then I took that link right on out and I let everything redirect back to my shop products. So like I said, you can keep that at all products, and then make sure that everything that you are updating, you clicking on save after you update it so that you don't lose any of the information. And then you would just basically, you would go down each section and do the same thing. You can also add sections. So if you wanted to add a featured product, or if you wanted to add another image with text, you can just add those sections here. You can also delete sections by just simply deleting. And then like I said, make sure you save everything, and then we'll go to the next section. All right, so next is adding your custom domain. I used to use GoDaddy. Now I mainly use this website, and the link will be in the description. Is for Namecheap. So basically, once you have your store name, you would just type it into this browser to see if the name is taken. So for example, let's see if color with T is taken. We can type it in and click on search, and it's not taken. So then you can see here that it will be $10.28 a year, which that's one of the reasons I absolutely love this site, is because the website is very reasonable. So you will go ahead and click on add to cart and go ahead and complete your purchase. And also, if you use my link in the description, you'll also get a discount, and you'll get your domain name. So once you have your domain name, you would then click on connect existing domain to go ahead and set everything up. So you would go ahead and type all of that information in here. Since I'm not really going to open this store, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, I did not actually buy the domain. So you would just follow the prompt, go ahead and enter it in, and then click on next, and it'll walk you through each of the steps to set that domain up. So next, you're gonna set up your shipping rates. So for shipping, I usually stick with the US, but you can ship to wherever you wanna ship to. And so you would just click under general shipping rates, and then this is where you would be able to enter in your shipping information. So for a default, it has it set up at $50 and up. It'll take 5 to 8 business days, and then they have it as shipping for free. But if you wanted to change that, you can edit the rates here to enter in how much you want it to cost if you don't want it to be free. And you would enter all that in there. Once you set up your shipping rate, then you would set up your Shopify payments. This is how you're going to get paid, so this is really important. And so you would just click on complete account setup. Then it's going to ask you to verify your information and submit the details. Then you'll be able to set up your PayPal, or if you want to get paid directly through your Shopify store, you can set up all of that information there. And then once everything is set up, you'll be able to start accepting payments. It tells you about getting paid. After a customer pays for an order, funds are transferred to the bank account you set up for payment. So whatever bank account you link. You can receive payments in a different currency than the currency that you sell in. If your Shopify payments account isn't set up within 21 days of your first sale, then payments might automatically be refunded to the customer. So just make sure you're setting everything up. Then the next thing you would do is place a test order just to make sure everything looks good. And then you would remove your store password so that people can actually start purchasing from your store. And so when I was setting up this store, this is the exact process I did to set this up. I just went through all the tabs, customized it. One more thing I do want to show you that is very important is setting up your navigation. So to set up your navigation, you will go to the online store tab on the left side, and then you will click on pages. The first first thing you would do is you would add a page. You have your home page, and then you want your coloring book section. If you have any accessories or anything you're adding to it, you will want to add a page for that, and like your About Me page. So the way you would do that is, let's say you wanted to have your About Me page or About Us, whatever you want to do. You can go here to the drop down and go ahead and start typing again. A coloring book brand that was started out of a need for self-care. And then you can choose your tone and then click on generate. And then this will give you some information that you can look through. And if you like it, you can keep it. You can go ahead and make any changes to it. Entrepreneur's color 2. Make sure you put it on visible. And then you will go ahead and click save. And once you go to pages, you're also going to want to go ahead and click on navigation next. We're going to keep it under main menu. We want to put our About Us section under the main menu for this demonstration purpose. So I'm going to add a menu here, and then I'm going to put About Us, and then I'm going to click where it says search or paste the link, and then I'm going to click on pages, and this is going to bring up our About Us page that we just created. And so we could click that and then click on add, and then we could save this. And then now you see we have our About Us section here, and then it tells about the company. So that's how you can add your tabs. So this is an example of some of the tabs I have. I have the coloring book section, and then under the coloring book section, I have my coloring planner, and then I also have digital downloads. Then I also have another page, which is the color pencil page. Another page, which is for my journals. Another page for authors, which would direct you to my personal page that talks about the programs I have and things like that. And then the About section. I will give you a little tip. For my About section, you see how it pops up and everything like that. It's looking a little right? It's looking a little right. Remember I was talking about them apps that I love? I use an app for that, which is called Pagefly Landing Builder. So you can install that app. It actually helps with customization. So you can definitely play around with that if you have time. So yeah, that's a brief overview of how I built my online store with just $1 for my KDP coloring book, and even how you can use AI with the descriptions and things like that within the store. Thank you again for liking and subscribing to my channel so that not only you get help, but others just like you can be notified and I can help them too. Now, if you want to know how I went from 0 to 100K with my coloring book business, watch this video next. And if you're finally ready to create your coloring book, also check out the kids KDP coloring book video. Until next time, bye-bye.